feel like, especially Byleth's going to enjoy a little bit more, using those fares to try to get in on that Snake, and hopefully only hitting the head, especially if he's trying to hit the shield, right? Because as long as you're not hitting the grenade on Snake's body, they're not going to explode. So, getting that combo started right now, we have Hallon, excuse me, getting that damage on that Snake early on. Kasai's kind of having his way with Everest right now, I feel.
Like, what are you doing, Everest? Oh, but not sure what was up with that SD there from
yeah, Hallon was really looking for that up B, but didn't connect. He was just kind of wasn't expecting it, so I'd imagine his drift got messed up, but that's going to be the stock for the red team, taking Everest out, getting that back air. At 805, having that awareness to try to snipe with that back air when he has no jump. It's kind of where you need to take that opportunity. Tries to read the jump high with that up B, but not going to find it.
Okay, right now Everest trying to, be the aggressor there. Wasn't able to get too much from it. Kasai in a really good position, has that state control. Everest has to be careful here, doesn't want to lose that stock here, but back here on the other side now, you see, kind of like throwing things out, got to watch out for these nades, and it looks like Hallon was trying to help out against Kasai, but now green team being completely stuck there on the right side of the stage. Oh, unaccidental team kill, but still able to close it out. Green team on their last legs here. Well, red team has a whole other stock. They haven't even taken any damage just yet.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem. I feel like when they lost their early stocks, something that Snake can do is just toss grenades into their teammate. Although, you're damaging your teammate, you're causing so much scrambling situations, but you're also getting that damage in already, just like as that extra credit. And that's the thing, right? They're both playing Fire Emblem characters. Their recoveries are somewhat exploitable, especially if you're going to get that gift. That's kind of how they died early, and there's what happened.
I don't know. I feel like green team was definitely kind of just looking for the reset of that. I think they were both kind of like thrown off by how that game started.
I think Hallon tried to go for a save because Everest didn't have their jump, maybe, but at that
point,
point,
a little late.
It was a little late, and it also caused his own death. So we'll see if they can adapt a little bit more. I think I need to see them maybe not let the Snake, or the matchup between Everest and Kasai's Squirtle, that was looking a little rough. And although Hallon was doing a decent job against the Snake and keeping them out, it's difficult because Snake can still interact with their opponent without necessarily being near there by just chucking a grenade across the stage. So Everest having to be a little bit more aware about that. Town and City, or Smashville, I like the stage pick. You can get your kills early, so.
Yeah. Definitely a solid stage pick here. Ended up going for a little bit of a pummel there on Snake, but man, these nades, just a constant threat, and just gets primarily just net positive value. We kind of saw a similar situation when we had Louis Money and Send. Well, Louis Money was playing Snake. It seems like this character is just like really good, able to take advantage of that chaos. I also feel like Byleth is a character that has some really interesting application in doubles.
Yeah, and that C4 on that center platform going to take out Everest's first stock. And that's the thing, is kind of you get lost in just your 1v1s, right? You don't really remember where the C4 is, so it's really important to understand, hey, I might lose track of this, so both teammates have to be aware of where those C4s can be. And right now, Eddie is using those C4s, covering his landing, chucking the grenades, and that's all you need to do, right? Just keep mashing these projectiles and keep putting both these sword characters in a bad situation. I feel like Kasai, as a result, hasn't gotten hit.
All right, Kasai holding on that stock. Same thing goes here for Eddie 805.
C4 center platform have to be scared, but that's the thing, right? We said it earlier, it's really easy to see when there is a bit of a gap in terms of their doubles, like synergy. Oh, breaking the Cypher with the side B, and that's going to be 2 stocks away from the red team suddenly. Honestly, looking not too bad for the green team, considering how down they were.
All right, good patience there from Everest. Interesting going for that forward smash. Can't get too comfortable there. We've seen green team lose stage a lot more here than red.
Yeah, and that's it's difficult, right? Because both of them are trying to swing for it back, but the Czar from Kasai is putting in a lot of work, and again, Eddie 805 is just causing the right amount of chaos, right? He's raining fire, right? Like, even in that situation where if Hallon wanted to approach the snake and they're jumping like that, he can't necessarily interact because of all the grenades that are falling from the sky. And right now, that C4 is not on center platform, just deciding to hold 2 grenades. And right now, it's so tough. Getting lost, the C4 not necessarily finding its mark. Here's a team combo, but not enough coordination.
Catching the dash attack, able to use the name. Oh, but a good call out there from Everest. And it looks like Hallon in a good position to possibly take this stock here on Kasai. Thankfully, Eddie 805 coming in there, helping out. Oh, but it looks like we saw a lost stock there from Green Team. 2 lost stocks, giving Red Team even there in terms of stocks, but Everest
did everything there. He got the 2 fares on the snake for the damage, used the up B to get Kasai off of him, and then it allowed Hallon to get that follow-up and making the situation where, although you're down 86%, Snake spawned in with the fresh stock, and now suddenly the percents are catching up, and Snake and Everest are the players to watch here, because if they die, the 2v1 is going to be super difficult for either character. So really trying to find his space, almost getting that double-edged dance, getting that damage, but Snake at 85 just hesitating on the trigger, getting that up B, that team combo, and suddenly the Green Team showing lots of signs of life.
I think they did a really solid job at helping each other out here, trying to get a little bit of a team combo there, but it didn't exactly work out. Got hit by the nade. Gotta watch out for that nade. Everest able to avoid the nade outright, but both teams could definitely lose a stock.
So scary. There's a C4 center stage. Usually people play front to back. Be careful. Nice shield.
It's still there, Everest. Don't forget. Oh, he almost walked into it.
And that up B is going to take it, and we were talking about that earlier, and now you have to win this 1v1. Just get your space once. I like that dash attack. Doesn't have a C4 set up. Tries to break the Cypher. It's going to extend his time of action a little too late. Put that backer, that slip-off backer. Hallon clutching it up for the Green Team.
Right in the toes.
That was, I feel like Everest's first 2 stocks weren't necessarily that impactful. They were really struggling to like get in, and because they were like running into grenades, Kasai was getting a lot of free reign, but suddenly Everest, especially in that last stock, did everything right. He got the combos, he got the kills, and Hallon simply just like follow the lead. Right? If you're doing the right thing, I'm probably going to do the right thing, and it all leads to that comeback because they were down for a decent amount of time.
Makes me kind of look forward to this next game here, because I feel like Green Team has kind of like found their flow. Red Team, you know, kind of stressing about that loss here. Hopefully, interesting enough, going to small battlefield here.
I'm not necessarily sure about the battlefield pick because it is it's a little bit bigger. I feel like the claustrophobia of the other stages were doing them a lot better, but again, it's not Smashville, right? You're not going to die early on in that center platform. It definitely hit a lot of the C4s, but I don't know if they're going to like rely on that. Nice trade from Everest, doing that double-edged dance, stacking on a bit of that damage. And right now, I like all of this, right? Like they're not necessarily giving them free hits. Everest and Hallon are working together to like make sure that they're covered. I like that smash attack on the bottom, smash attack on the top, and you're going to take an early stock. That was beautiful coordination by the Green Team.
Yeah, had both options covered. And right now, you know, Green Team in that lead. Red Team trying to find that opening. Kasai able to grab Hallon over there, but luckily Everest helping out. Oh, shoot, really deep there. Luckily able to avoid that down air. You don't want to lose that stock early.
I like that. He was mixing up his recovery, using that tether wall jump to get out of that sticky situation, using that timing mix-up. I like that. Lots and lots of damage. Hallon doing his job for sure, and Everest is being there, right? Like, it's all about being in the right spots, and now Everest is really finding his stride, and that down air is going to take Snake stock so early. Edit 805 is not happy about that.
Yeah, Hallon was looking for that. I felt that. Oh, no.
Okay, it's not the worst thing, right? Like, it's definitely a big tempo changer as long as Hallon doesn't die here in that unfortunate situation. And Snake is, that's another problem with Snake, is at some point you can kind of just leave him because of how long it takes for him to cover. Eddie 805 decided to go high right now, and now because of that, Kasai is in that precarious situation at the ledge. Hallon winning that interaction, keeping up in the air, no jump right now, and Everest is both sharking, Hallon staying on the ground, and right now Eddie 805 is not applying enough pressure to warrant him just chucking grenades. Right now, Kasai still hasn't landed. Finally has the space.
Okay, gotta watch out here. I feel like Charizard is extremely deadly when you have stage control, but ended up getting hit by the teammate C4. We're seeing Eddie kind of throw out a lot here. Kasai is just going to have to, dodge everything being thrown out, able to get that grab. Oh, able to get a perfect horizontal gimp there, but had that spare stock. But Kasai still holding on to that lead. Oh, was Everest able to close it out? Okay.
Jab, no, he almost got the jab back here, but that grenade is going to interrupt. And here, you definitely have the right character to do this 2v1, right? Like, you just need the straight back hit on the Snake, but he's just gonna play keep away, deal with the Squirtle first, handle that pressure. And right now, Eddie 805 not doing Kasai too many favors by tossing that grenade like that.
Able to get it, all right, ends up opting for the forward air there, wasn't going to be able to get that back air positioning, able to deal with Squirt a little bit, ended up going for the grab here. Everest does have to be careful for when he goes for these high commitment options, right? Because if you're going to take damage, you need to be really careful about it, because otherwise you're just in a really bad position. Like right now, the fact that he's able to avoid this.
That's huge. That's huge.
161%. Now we're in a last stock scenario. It's just anybody's game here.
The C4 is underneath that left side platform,
Don't
but
forget about it.
Eddie 805 is putting himself in the corner, but getting stuck on the ledge. Everest almost making that comeback happen, almost by the mistake of Eddie 805. I'm really glad that he did take it up there, because if he didn't, right, like you were the one that Nikita, his teammate, it gave